मैं अफ्रीकन यूनियन के अध्यक्ष को G20 के स्थायी सदस्य के रूप में अपना स्थान ग्रहण करने के लिए आमंत्रित करता हूं।
The G20 nations have agreed to grant the African Union permanent membership status. The move would give the 55-member African Union, which is currently classified as an invited international organization, the same status as the European Union. This means Africa's premier regional bloc would now get representation in the high table of global diplomacy. India, along with other countries, have been pushing for more African involvement in international matters. US President Joe Biden had last year called for the AU's permanent membership in the G20, saying it has been a long time in coming. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi welcomed the current AU chair, Comoros President Azali Assoumani, with a hug yesterday at the G20 summit, saying he was elated. With support from all of you, I invite African Union to join G20, Modi said amid thunderous applause by world leaders at the G20 summit yesterday.
सबका साथ की भावना से ही भारत ने प्रस्ताव रखा था कि अफ्रीकन यूनियन को G20 की स्थायी सदस्यता दी जाए। मेरा विश्वास है कि इस प्रस्ताव पर हम सबकी सहमति है। आप सबकी सहमति से आगे की कार्रवाई शुरू करने से पहले मैं अफ्रीकन यूनियन के अध्यक्ष को G20 के स्थायी सदस्य के रूप में अपना स्थान ग्रहण करने के लिए आमंत्रित करता हूं।
Earlier, only South Africa, the continent's third largest economy, was part of the G20. Now the African Union, which itself has a rotating presidency, will have a permanent presence in the future G20 meetings. The African Union's inclusion to the club is a big win for India, which has been championing the cause of Global South, a reference to developing countries who don't particularly enjoy representation at top global forums. It also lends India huge diplomatic clout in Africa, which has become the playground for major powers like the US, Russia, China and European countries, all vying for political and economic influence in the resource-rich continent. Africa is increasingly courting investment and political interest from a new generation of global powers beyond the United States and the continent's former European colonizers. China is Africa's largest trading partner and one of its largest lenders. Russia is its leading arms provider. Gulf nations have become some of the continent's biggest investors. Turkey's largest overseas military base and embassy are in Somalia. Israel and Iran are increasing their outreach in search of partners. With full G20 membership, the African Union can represent a continent that is home to the world's largest free trade area. It is also enormously rich in the resources the world needs to combat climate change, which Africa contributes to the least but is affected by the most. The African continent has 60% of the world's renewable energy assets and more than 30% of the minerals key to renewable and low-carbon technologies. Congo alone has almost half of the world's cobalt, a metal essential for lithium-ion batteries, according to a United Nations report on Africa's economic development released last month. African leaders are tired of watching outsiders take the continent's resources for processing and profits elsewhere and want more industrial development closer to home to benefit their own economies.